whether that be to groups as yourselves, whether that is speaking to children in schools, giving presentations to small and medium businesses, which is a real high-risk area that we need to try and protect. So that's what this is all about, following those simple steps. If some of this seems a bit simple, a bit, oh, well, I know that, I do that already, well, then that's great. You're already doing something that's protecting yourself online. If there's some things, if there's even just one or two little bits of information that you can take from this, that you might think, I didn't think of that, I might be able to apply that when I get home, then that would be great. Because age isn't any barrier to people using the internet. So you can jump on your phone already. We've all got the phones, we're all on the computers. Age is no barrier. So it's something that we really, really need to do to protect ourselves. So we'll move on to the first part. No, thank you. I'm quite liking the microphone. This disconcerting, but I'm getting used to it already. Right, yeah, that's what we'll cover. These are kind of like the sort of 6 key areas, really. We'll cover on passwords. You might think, how much can you talk about passwords? I could fill an hour talking about passwords. I'll try and condense that into 5 minutes. Software and application updates on our phones, on our laptops, why that's so important and why we need to do them. Backing up our data. This is really key if any of you are still involved in charities or organisations, or even personally, backing up all the data that you have, why that's so important. Public Wi-Fi frightens me. I don't think you should use it, but I'll discuss that why when we get there. Phishing, not the nice kind of phishing that we may do as a pastime, but a different kind of phishing emails. That's a really, really key point of something we really need to be aware of that we'll cover. And scam phone calls, of which we all receive them, and text messages as well, which we'll cover. And then we'll go on to the whole kind of point of reporting into action fraud as well. I'll touch on this, don't worry if you can't read it too much from the back. There's 2 types of cybercrime. In our office, we tend to focus on cyber-dependent crime. That's where you have to have a computer to commit an offence. And then there's cyber-enabled crime. That's using the computer to commit an offence that you don't actually need a computer to do, like frauds and things like that. But it kind of covers all aspects of what we'll do. So I think we'll skip over that one onto passwords, which we all have them. Who has too many passwords? Who has more passwords for accounts than you choose or can care to remember? We've got so many. I'll try and split this down into a few little areas of what to focus on. Email. We've all got an email account, or maybe have 1 or 2 email accounts. That password is the most important password that you can have out of all the other passwords that you do. Can anybody tell me why?
Gives you access to your computer.
Absolutely. Very, very good. It gives access to every other account that you have. Imagine if somebody got into my email account, everything I have is linked to my email. I had to change my email a couple of years ago and I looked at all the accounts that I have. 80 different accounts, whether that be banking, shopping, Amazon, social media, everything is linked to my one email account. So if somebody got into my email, they could have access to everything else. As an example, I have a Facebook account. If somebody hacked my email account, they go onto Facebook, put my email in, change password. And when you do that, it says, we'll send you a link to your email. They send it to the email that they've already got access to, and then they change the password to my Facebook account. And then they could do that with everything else that they could find. So your email is the most important password that you have. And on the back of that, does anybody use the same password for more than one account?
Yes.
Oh, there's lots of nods. I wanted to see lots of shaking heads in that one, but unfortunately there's lots of nods. And I know that's because we have so many. We've just got too many. So we'll use the same one for that one, and that one, and that one. But that becomes a risk. Because if somebody knows a password for maybe your email account, or maybe knows a password for Amazon, well, they could then try that for your Facebook account, or they could try that for your booking.com account. We need to have separate passwords for everything. That is a security risk. It's like having one key for every door in your house, the back door.